Enjoying secrets of a sugar daddy? How about a little something extra? Here's today's dose of extra sugar with Marcus.
Hey, this is Marcus, and welcome to this segment of Extra Sugar. Hey, don't forget to go to our website and enter our contest to come party with the cast and crew of Secrets of a Sugar Daddy. You know, Thanksgiving weekend it will come up before you know it, so we only have a few months left, but you want to get in early, as those early submissions do have priority, and it'll be a lot of fun. So go there and find all the information, how you can party with us at the Pitbull, Enrique Iglesias, and Ricky Martin concert. And also follow us on Instagram, the same name. We always appreciate that, and any 5-star reviews are greatly encouraged, and feedback also. So get that out of the way. On today's Extra Sugar, I am going to give a little excerpt from a episode that Lilly and I just recorded. It won't come out for a few weeks, but I think you'll kind of find it a little entertaining, some of the sugar dating challenges that we all face. And, sometimes you just come across some very rude people. So you're going to hear me describing something that happened, and hopefully it doesn't happen to you, but I think it does happen more often than it should. And people just need to learn how to deal with things on a mature basis, but it doesn't always happen. So anyway, here is the excerpt from a recording we just did.
It's a dose of extra sugar with Marcus. Brought to you by secretsofasugardaddy.com.
So my story and why I kind of got fired up is just the way, some of the ways that millennials. Now, as a millennial, what are the girls that are in their early 20s? What are they called?
I have no idea.
I don't know what they call them. It's not millennial, is it?
Inexperienced.
Yeah, but the way they deal with things is mind-boggling. So just to give you a quick story, and I'm going to call her out because she was so rude. I'm going to call her out by her real name and her real profile. So her profile on Seeking is called Alter Ego. And she's a pretty girl. She's 23. She's a paralegal in town. Her name's Cassandra. And usually I change the names to protect the innocent, but she's not so innocent.
Okay, a millennial is a person born between early 1980s and late 1990s, a member of Generation Y.
Okay, so that's not a millennial then.
No, I don't know what you call them. Maybe it's Gen Z.
I don't know. So anyway, but they deal with things differently, I find, because this isn't the first time this has happened. It's just ridiculous. So I had actually met her in person a year ago, just for like an hour. She came over to my house. We chatted. She wasn't feeling well. She told me that from the very start, and she, I think she might have been on her period or having cramps or something. But she just came over in yoga pants, and she wasn't dressed up at all. And we just chatted, and she's very smart. I think she got her degrees in political science. She's a paralegal, and I thought that she would be a good candidate for a lot of things. Maybe a good candidate for our show, good candidate maybe to help me with some of my business dealings or whatever. But I didn't even get into all that stuff. So I saw her profile back on Seeking. So I met her a year and a half ago. And then we just kind of lost touch. She graduated, and then I think she went up north with family or whatever and was traveling. I don't know. So anyway, I saw her back on Seeking, and I'm like, oh, and of course I've got a new profile. So I reached out, and I go, hey, we've chatted before, but this is my new profile, and here's my number. And she immediately reached out, right? So I kind of reminded her, I said, yeah, we've met. And I gave her some little snippets of our past conversation. She goes, yeah, I just don't remember. Sorry. I said, no, that's fine. It was very quick. It was a year and a half ago. So there wasn't much to remember. And you're not going to offend me that you don't remember. Like, I've met hundreds of girls. I'm not going to remember every single one of them. Like, I could probably walk to a store and bump into one and not remember I actually went out with her.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So no offense. So she's like, oh, okay. So the conversation's going okay. And our conversation last time left off like, hey, I'd love to see you again. She goes, yeah, it was a lot of fun. I'd love to see you too, blah, blah, blah. And then I text her a couple times, couldn't get a hold of her. And then I just kind of left it at that. And then, life just moved on for me, right? So I thought, oh, well, I'll kind of reconnect and see if there's anything that I can get out of this, because I've already met her. And I thought there was some potential just to at least be a friend, just to know somebody. So she goes, okay, well, call me. I'm like, okay. So I did. And I'm not kidding you. Like I called her and she was yawning like she was either just woke up from a nap or was just super tired and was about ready to go to bed.
What time of day is this?
This is last night. This is like 8 o'clock, 8:30 at night.
Okay.
So 8:30. And I know she gets up early for work. So I thought, oh, she's just really tired. And the conversation was just a little slow. Like I'd ask a question, there'd be a long pause and then answer. And so then we kind of stumbled over. And literally the conversation was only a couple minutes long. And you know me, I'm never rude. I'm very nice, very cordial. I don't get into touchy subjects. I'm not the kind of guy that gets really crude with you or, it was just like, hey, how are you? It's been a while. So how's your job going? Blah, blah, blah. And then she's mid-sentence. This is literally like 2 to 3 minutes into the conversation. She's mid-sentence and the phone clicks. It goes off. And I go, oh, well, that's weird. The phone just hung up. So I waited like a minute and I called her back and went right to voicemail. And I thought, well, her phone died or she's blocked me, which is really weird because like literally we hadn't gotten into anything.
You offended her, sir.
No, like we really hadn't even gotten into anything yet. And as you know, like even with Trucker, you don't know somebody in the first few sentences or few words or
not even necessarily in the first few dates.
Yeah, it takes so I was trying to build up so anyway, I said, "Hey, I'm not sure what happened. The call dropped, but if you want to have a drink, I'd love to chat or whatever." No answer. And then I go on Seeking, I'm blocked. She blocked me.
Huh.
That's your way of dealing with?
That's weird.
Isn't that weird?
Gen Z. I looked it up.
It's Gen Z?
The 20-year-olds
Is that how
Gen Z.
Gen Z, if they just like get bored or they don't want to talk to somebody, they just
I don't know.
hang up and block you?
But if you're born after 2000, you're Generation Alpha.
Okay. Oh, well, no, she'd be, right there because she's 23.
So she's Gen Z.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Isn't that crazy? I was pissed. Like, it's kind of like Jerry Seinfeld. If he's having and I talk about this, if he's doing a show and there's 10,000 people there all laughing, but one guy in the front row is not laughing, that's the person that bothers you. Like, why isn't that person laughing? Because most people like me. I get along with most people.
The funniest thing is she was mid-sentence and hung up.
I know. So she had to have had it all planned and had her hand right there. I mean, I started thinking about like that's the most immature, childish way to deal with us. Maybe a call that you just really didn't want to be on.
Gosh,
isn't that stupid? That's so silly.
That is silly.
So anyway, you're going to be rude to me like that? I'm calling you out by your name and your information.
Why can't people just be honest and say?
I know. You know what? And that's the thing. They don't understand at that
really
age
tired.
that you can be honest.
Yeah.
At our age, we could tell each other, hey, so and so, I'm
I don't
maybe
see this
not
going anywhere.
Yeah, and I don't want to be rude, and I don't want to waste your time, and blah blah blah.
Yeah, I feel like our chemistry's off, or our vibe isn't.
And you know what we do? Like, okay, thanks for being honest. I appreciate that, and we move on. Right? No big deal. Don't think twice about it. But just the way it went down just pissed me off so bad.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So anyway,
very immature. You're right.
Yeah. So I'm calling you out by your real name, and don't give me your real number. I had her real number, so obviously her information came up, and I know exactly her first name, last name. Could probably find out where she lives. I don't care. I'm not going to hunt you down, but you piss off the wrong people.
Yeah.
And they'll, they sometimes they do stupid things. That's not me. I'm done with it. I'm glad we get to talk about it. All right, I hope you enjoyed that little segment of Extra Sugar, and look for a new episode of Secrets of a Sugar Daddy coming on Tuesday. And once again, thanks everyone for your support, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
We hope you enjoyed your Extra Sugar with Marcus. As always, visit our website, secretsofasugardaddy.com, to comment or tell us your story.